'Cause when you got bad news, you wanna shake them blues, sugarcane. Now, there's a weird reference. Let's see if you get that. If you got bad news and you wanna shake them blues, sugarcane. Good luck finding that song. Anyway, here we go. I'm next to the cactus farm today, and one of the things that has been frustrating me and has been a real grind on my SkyBlock is not having enough of this glorious, glorious sugarcane. I do not have enough of it, Sam I am, and I'm not very happy about not having enough of it. So today we're going to build a very quite compact, very clever sugarcane farm using all that slime we've harvested. And not as many pistons as you're probably thinking. So today's build's going to be based on Ilmango's sort of sugarcane slime block farm, and I've started building out the outline of my sugarcane farm, and it looks pretty straightforward right now. But you will notice I've built right next to the cactus farm. Right next, and you're like, well, what if you want a bigger cactus farm? And I'm like, dude, it's already pretty big. I mean, to get bigger is to sort of, yeah, I'm not going to be able to do much else if that gets much bigger. But the reason I've built next to this cactus farm is I really want to build right next to a giant wall, because this wall is going to be necessary to capture all the sugarcane. And then all I need to do is build a wall on the other side. Now, is that going to be enough space for the mechanism? I think so. I think that'll be enough space for the mechanism. Let's build up a little bit here. Now, this is quite a neat little build. When I saw this, I went, wow, that is ridiculously simple. Okay, really simple little build, and it uses a couple of pistons, a little bit of magic. Well, maybe not magic. We've just got to make sure I get this right. So we need to trap the water in. We're going to put sugarcane at this height. Oh, well, that's not going to work, because what do you need? What do you need, fam? I need to chuck down some water. There we go. And I'm probably going to limit to this, so extra sugarcanes that fall into this trench, for whatever reason, will slide down into there. And that's where we're going to put our repeater. Don't worry, it's going to come together. It's going to make sense, I think. It's going to make some sense. Maybe. So plonk in our sugarcane here, because you need the waters. We got the milk, we got the sugar, we got the coffee, we got the waters. Okay, right. There's our little build thing, and like I said, it's a really simple little build. Or basically, put the slimes in the middle, because these are all joined to each other, and I haven't had much. Wow, they break really easy. I've never really played around with the slime blocks much. I've never. When they came out, I was like, oh, slime block. I couldn't really think of too much use for a slime block. I mean, I am rather imaginative in my Minecraft building, but I just went, that's kind of cool. But you know what Minecrafters are like? They're, hey, let's build this really amazing thing. And you're like, wow, that is actually really amazing. So put them little sticky pistons in there. And the whole idea around this thing is you get where this is going, alright? If I put these at the right level, okay, I've made a catastrophic mistake of putting this at the wrong level. Minecraft has just come up with just amazing stuff. So I've not really played around with these other than little fally blocks. Okay, put those in there, and if I fall back, I'm gonna have to fall down. I'm gonna have to build a big laddery thingy in. Okay, let's get those in there, and let's do it right. Make it great. Do it right. Because if there's one thing I'm good at, is not doing it right. Okay, there we go. That's looking a bit better now. That's a little bit better. So I'm gonna put the link for the original video down in the description somewhere, so you can look at it and go, oh wow, cool. There's a couple of caveats with upscaling this thing, and I'm not going to go into super detail, but essentially the bigger the bigger the delay, or the further back you build this thing, the harder it is for the bigger the delay you need to put in for the system, or something like that. Otherwise, the pistons retract, and they retract like fat before an impact. Okay, right, cool. Cooly. Let's take them out. That's pretty much the back of that thing. So what should happen now is if we push this magic button here, we'll put one button there. Do I want it to face that way? No, I don't. I want it to face that way. Ah, it's the same way. Okay, never mind. It's facing the same way. Well, that really didn't work. Okay, well, that's alright. We will carry on, and we're going to build this little mechanism here, because we need to power the system back the other way. And you know what it probably is? It's probably I didn't put a little glob of redstone just below here. Little glob of redstone. That was one of the benefits of the slime quest. Nope, that really... Well, that didn't work. Okay, well, let's carry on. I got my little repeaters here. I said, it is actually quite a simple contraption, other than the fact it requires the timings. The timings are quite full on for this once you start to scale up. Okay, cool, right. There's the basis in, and what? There we go. So that will push that way, and all the sugar canes will fall off there, in which case we'll build another giant wall on the other side, and we will capture those bad boys. Probably the thing that's throwing me off now is why is this not a thing over here? Okay, so I've sorted my redstone mechanism out a little bit. There was a weird cobble block here stopping it from extending, but this is pretty much what it does now. Goodbye. Goodbye, sugarcane. This is why you need to build walls, because any sugarcane you plonk on here will go flying. I mean, if we could weaponize sugarcane, that would be perfect. But we're not. We're not going to weaponize sugarcane today. So that pretty much pushes out these blocks. And so if I go another 8, there's a really neat and easy to build property of these slime block thing. And this is what I love, that this is a really simple little extension that you can build. So we're going to go out here, and it's pretty much endless. You could keep building this out as far as you want, following the simple pattern. There is one caveat in terms of there's a couple of mechanics around delaying pulse extensions, given that pistons retract in a weird kind of way. I don't know. Just keep it simple. Just keep it really simple. There we go. That should be enough. And I've probably forgotten to remove a block somewhere. Hopefully that will work. Okay. Oh, we want to be on it. And look, I'm not gonna get tired of the sugarcane launcher mechanism. But yeah, that's pretty straightforward way of doing it, and we can have our own little extra capture mechanisms buried down here in case any fall into that trench. There we go. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And that's this is going to be quite a smaller sugarcane farm. Let's pull a few more out here, just to get the proof of concept out. It's relatively it's a relatively simple build. That's never gonna work. Relatively simple build, except when you start building it in scale, and that's going to require some fiddly bits. But I'm just going to replace this with a daylight sensor, and I'm going to stack these going all the way up, and that's going to take a bit of time. There we go. More sugarcane successfully launched into the void. Boing, 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 grip. And we'll just get in the last of the water for the water conveyor belt. Pretty straightforward. I've built in the walls, and I've got most of the base build in. So we'll just swim down to the end. Tra-la-la. Tra-la-la. And I've got in my little collection methods. Some extra stuff. We're gonna need that and that. Right, let's head up to the top, and hopefully this should all just fall into place. It'll all just fall into place. Right, where's the button? Hit the button. There, that looks, yeah, beautiful. 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 Now we need a bit of automation. And I had a look into this, and I was fiddling around with daylight sensor, and then someone said to me, why don't you just use an observer block? And I was like, I was full Picard facepalm. An observer block? I completely had forgotten how that they existed, those observer blocks. So let's chunk it in here. I'm gonna plonk it in here. And I went, yeah, an observer block would be absolutely perfect. Why didn't I think of that? And this is why you play with friends on Minecraft servers, because, well, if you're me, you forget how to do a great many things. So let's plonk this in. Should just be, I think it's that way. Yeah, look, it's ticking away. Little redstone. It's the redstone eye at the back. You got to remember how that works. Cut that out there. Oop, went too far on that one. Plonk that back in there. So hopefully I can get this working right. Okay, probably I'll take that out. So it's pretty straightforward. I mean, yeah, I was doing all these mechanics with a daylight sensor, thinking, yeah, I'll make it go morning and night, and then I was like, dude, just use this guy with just use an observer block, and I was like, oh yeah, really? I'm that kind of special. I just didn't even remember. Oh, they existed as such. Okay, so I think that should work. Fingers crossed. There we go. Not quite sure what happened there. Oh, well, we definitely broke it. And I think it's some weird stuff happens over here with the... When you place blocks near this piston, it sort of seems to break the whole system down. Get those there. I'm gonna need to get it to come back. That's very broken. Hopefully it will come back. Okay. I've really broken it now. Oh dang. Oh dang. Oh, that's pretty broken. That's I think I need this to push back that way? No, okay, I've got it back. Let's pull him out. Oh man, that is broken. Oops, I should have kept that one. So as you can see, I broke it again very quickly. Most of my stuff ends up broken, and there's a lot of fiddling around. I'm not very good with redstone. I think I broke it again. Oh, that came back. Yeah, these sticky pistons, I've not had a lot of play around with the sticky blocks and the observer blocks and all the new stuff that's been added over the last version or so. Okay, so maybe that will work a little bit better now. The redstone back. Okay. Ah. Well, that's just... What is going on there? Something is very not happy about something. Very not happy. Probably the fact I left that and really didn't help matters at all. Okay, come on. Come on. Get rid of him. Oh. Plonk that back in. Me neanderings. We shall neander this quite a lot. Neander. And... Really? Really? This is where things get a little bit weird. Okay, yes, that was it. I just needed to plonk in a couple of extra little extended didgeridoo-doos. So they're in now, and okay, let's try it. So the sugarcane will grow, and then it will grow. Oh, Okay, that was a little bit of weirdness. Plunk. Plunk. It's doing a double shuffle, and that's not necessarily the best way to do it. Why don't we try this one here is firing away over here. So let's flip this around and try and fire it back the other way, because that's just not on. Knowing me, it'll probably break even worse. Okay, bang, bang, bang. Nope, not right. Wow, that was perfect. All we needed to do was turn the thingy around. Ah, wow. So that's basically the mechanics. So let me jump over here, and we'll get so you can get a really good view of how this works. So the observer block, blah 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 blah. Don't put blocks here. It will stick and mess that up. It'll come around here. It's easy. It's very simple. It's just a double one of these. Well, a redstone repeater. Out 4 ticks. 1 here. Boom. In. That is simple. That was way simpler than what I had originally planned. So we've got the cactus farm on one side, and we've got this wall here. It's time to really just fill these two out and go really, really super big. So I'm going to go away and probably work on this for about maybe a week. Probably a week before I get all this done. It'll at least be a couple of hours. And yeah, after a few hours of building more of these sugarcane cells, I've got quite a few here. I've got 6, I think it is. And I can keep extending this pattern on up and up and up. As you can see, I've made a small change. I put some cobble round those pistons just to help buffer, make sure all the sugar falls down as such. And here we are. Oh, that's top floor. In fact, that's actually 1 floor slightly too high. Let's go down. Head down to here. And we've got all our sugarcane. I've made a couple of little adjustments. I've moved the detectors up to here, and I've got 2 of them up here now. And the reason I've got 2 little detectors is the sugarcane growth can be a bit sporadic, and you could find yourself waiting for a very long time for this final sugarcane to grow. So by having 2, maybe even 3 or 4 of them, we can have the pistons firing a little bit more frequently, which means just a little bit more sugarcane. And there are smarter, easier ways just to fire redstone down, but you know what, this works really well. This is a really basic. The redstone power just comes down here and just trickles on down, hits the next repeater, trickles on down, hits the next repeater. Very basic, very simple. And we should have a little look and watch all those pistons fire. So it does make quite a bit of sugarcane. Let's plunk that in there, and yeah, a little bit of lag out, but yeah, as you can see, a lot of sugarcane falls down here into our little hopper system. Oh, here comes more. I don't want to get in its way. Nice little conveyor belt. Water conveyor belts. It's technology of the future. And yeah, as you can see, sugarcane takes just a little bit of time, and it'll just pump that up. I'll probably add a couple more layers, but that's no longer on the priority list. I mean, look at the cactus farm is ticking away, and then we'll have plenty of sugarcane. So there we go. That's essentially a sugarcane cell farm with just slime blocks. It's probably a medium difficulty build. It's not super complicated. There's just a couple of little redstone things which are a little bit weird to work out. Look, there's more sugarcane growing already. Wow, that's fantastic. Really happy with how this build has gone. So, join me back next time for more builds, and whoa, dead. I'm gonna leave it there. I'm gonna leave it there. Join me back for more builds. Next week we're gonna be building something a little bit different. Not quite sure what yet. So, goodbye from me.